Aloha, welcome to another opportunity to learn about the functions of Excel from the Journal of Accountancy. This time, this is the power of arrays, the Excel tool that performs multiple functions in a single step by Paul Goldwater and Timothy Fogarty from the Journal of Accountancy on March 2007. I am Julius Literatus and my friend Hei Junjong will be doing this tutorial. We will be dealing with the Excel function called the array. It's pretty easy, but then we will do and expand more of it as we deal with how to do arrays in averaging, doing a two-dimensional array, using the ranking, and then how to analyze each of the formula and things that you can do more about it, and calculating the constants, then summing bases in a condition, and then identifying the cells.
Alright, so here is the array thing, and the first thing I want to talk about is how to average it. I already put the formulas here, and array is, they basically use the same formula to calculate, but it just have the different array bracket here. And how to do that is, how you want to do that is, well, since I already have the formula here, I will just copy it and show you how this thing really works. Well, this is what you normally would do to calculate the average of it. And for this part, I'll highlight the part that I want to put the fixed formula so that I can use array function, and go here and Ctrl V. Well, this is the normal calculation, but if I press Ctrl Shift and Enter, tada, it will have the array formula right there. It has the array bracket. Yes. And now, what array really does, I will show you how that really works here. If I try to type, okay, I want this to be like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I press enter, it shows you that you cannot change part of an array. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, array is fixed calculation of certain cells, so you cannot really change it unless it's the same number that you put the equation for it. Okay, and just press. And now I would like to talk about how to rank by using array. As I mentioned earlier, I need to highlight the part that I want to use an array for, and here is the part, and put rank, and I want it from this to that by using the reference part of this. And before you click enter, you need to remember to press Ctrl and Shift and enter, and that will show you the array right there by using the rank of each paychecks that employees are using. Alright, now I would like to talk about how to analyze it by using array. I already calculated all these formulas here for you so that we can save time. Otherwise, if I go through each step, it'll need another video. So I'm just summarizing the article here. But if you need the equations, you can go to wiki article, and there are the equations. And the most important thing that I want you to focus on is the difference between sum and sum using arrays. Well, everything else are the same as it is normal, but when we use arrays, well, it has a bracket there, so it'll be different. But even though we change the numbers here, it won't make big difference for sum using arrays, because we are talking about the quantity and price here, but some we just sum it over there. And that is the most differences that I really wanted you to know, is that when you use arrays, it'll be more safe for you to, when you are doing multiple, like thousands of um, numbers that you'll deal with. And for arrays, they have the array bracket here. And alright, you can evaluate these formulas by clicking on formula ribbon and go to evaluate formula there, and it'll show you how you calculated it. So evaluate, then it'll show you the numbers, how they got it. Sorry, it's going up there. Yes, so it's basically teach you how they calculated the numbers by using evaluate formula tool there. And now I'd like to talk about how to calculate the constants. Well, it can be as like sales tax, or you can calculate it with like shipping fee and everything. So let's suppose that there is a 4% of sales tax and 1% of shipping fee. Okay, so how you want to do that is, well, here, and so you go to formula ribbon and define name, click on it, this is show. So let's just call it as standard charges, and well, this is 4% and 1% of shipping fee, and just make sure to put it as curve parentheses there, and click OK. Now we want to calculate the sales tax there, so we want it from total of sales times index. We are going to use this index function, and well, since we put the standard charges there, it recognizes it, and since we're doing the tax, we did put that on first column, so we put 1 and press Control Shift Enter, and that'll show the taxes of each sales that have been made. And what about the shipping? It's basically the same thing, but we just use a different column to call it here, because it's 2 and Control Shift. And make sure when you do it, you highlight the columns that, unlike me, well, it'll show you the same outcome, but when you highlight the entire thing, then it'll be easier, that you don't have to go through everything that I just did. Alright, this is how you calculate the constants.
Alright, this is GR. Much have been said about arrays, and you kind of get the idea now of the basic use of array and how we were able to empower it by using it well in doing averaging and more stuff in it, especially in doing the dual arrays. Now we're going to play more about doing arrays in Excel. So as you can see right here, pull this stuff, a bunch of informations. Quantity sold and its total, as you know, that's quantity sold multiplied with the price, and you sum it up, is each of its total. Here we'll go through how to do conditions in doing your arrays. Just write something based on the condition, the same as you go through here. Let me click on this one. So as you can see, there's a formula right here. As you can see, this is a sum, but eventually this is not just the sum of everything from these column. If you want to sum it all, you will go through. I'll show you how this works and what the real sum is. So this is really just the amount, that's the whole sum. The thing is, we put conditions in here. We're telling the formula that we will only be taking those that are greater than and less than 1000. Oh, I'm sorry, that's greater than or equal than 1000, and that which is less than and equal just less than 1700. So basically it's just taking this one right here, 1314, which is greater than 1000. 950, we're excluding that one. We did not include that one because that's less than 1000. Also this one right here, and this 1672,000, we're including that one, and this one not, because it's over 1700. So it's basically just calculating this guy here and then this one right here, and that way it goes on 2986 instead of the whole total. So getting the idea of how that works inside the formula, it's the same as this one right here. When you sum in the largest value in range, then we're using this function right here as an array, but using this, we sum it up and use this large. And as we go through it, through that formula, it's taking those that are largest according to these conditions. It's the same with the averaging. This averaging, we're kind of like playing around this a little bit. It shows here that we're only taking the average that is not, or in other words, excluding the zeros. So it's either less than or greater than 0, not equal to 0. And that's how we do that one on this part. So we have more. The other ones right here is called identifying cells. The next one. We're kind of running short of time, so we suggest that you go through our wikis, and in there you can see more of how these work. So this one basically, as you can see, this data of a payroll. So these are given, and this $2 here is also given, and this one right here is a formula how we sum up the hourly rate 1 and 2 and certain values. This one right here greater than I13, getting that 6, counting the number of differences in two ranges. And if it's greater than a specific value of 2, then we get there we have 6. After getting the difference, we have 6 values that are greater than $2. And then here are these names, as you can see right here, is to identify which cells do we have that have the greater value of greater than 2, which are the 6 ones. We have here the names using for this is an array, as you can see. Hey, you said if you change something right there and change it, not that part right there. There you go. The third part, that's the one with the array, so you can change that one because that's the whole thing. So these are the amounts that are greater than 2000 after the differences, and then the names. So what happened in the names is that this is a different one. We're using the index. So we use this one on an array, and we copy that one and then pasted it for the rest of the cells, and that's how we do it. And the next one is this one right here. It's just a condition, actually, if it's true or false condition. So as you can go all the way here in this condition, there you go. So it's just a true or false. So is every employee name on the master employee list, so it corresponds to 0 thing, that's why it's false. And through the rest of the formulas, it's everything in our wikis. And that's all we got. Thank you so much.